April 19th, 2014. I'm at the property in Brownfield. I got here today. My mom gave me a ride up, and I've got camp set up, temporary camp. It's really close to the track still. I talked to the older lady who lives in the house that has the path going next door, and found out that the property I thought was mine is actually still her property, and my property starts on the other side of the rock wall right there. So this is going to be the first camping spot when you walk onto the property, but it's really close to the railroad tracks and these neighbors, so I'm going to move further down the property, way down there. Because if you look over here, you can maybe see the shine of people's roofs up there. Those are the people who own the land that my right-of-way goes through, so I'm going to have to talk to them eventually too. But the older lady was really nice, and this Sven-saw, it's the first day I've been able to use this Sven-saw. This is a Swedish saw. It folds down, the 21-incher, and it's awesome. I also got the Baco, and the Baco I don't really like so much. It takes a lot of work. This thing weighs under a pound and easily cut much bigger logs than even that if you're flipping them, but it cuts through those no time. So I'm glad to get out and get to using that product. And I did buy a canvas tent and wood stove and the whole setup, but I didn't want to bring it out here until I met all the neighbors and see how cool the property is going to be for like a hunting camp. I have to get this right away taken care of, but that's what we're going to do for a bush toilet. I don't know if I'm going to cut the bottom out and just put it over a hole, or if I'm just going to keep it with water, but then I have to clean it, but then I can just go anywhere and dump it into a hole every day. Well, this is the first night in Brownfield on the property. My fire's going out, so I gotta go tend to it. I'll be doing more films on this iPad and not so many on my phone anymore, since my phone is crap. And we'll see how this property progresses and how people are around here. Alright, talk to you later. April 20th, 2014. It's Easter. Happy Easter, everybody. This is what camp's looking like, and you wouldn't believe it. Over there in that thicket there, I just had a partridge fly right over my head, a rough grouse, fly right over my head, fly right in, land, a big male, puff up and start doing a mating dance over there. Crazy. I was wondering if there's rough grouse or partridge in here, and there is, definitely. It's pretty cool. I've been making some trails in and out, kind of establishing some trails on the property now, and there's a day two. There's my Scandinavian Grand Forest Brooks Forest axe. I love that. I've had that for like 4 years, and it's definitely a really good axe, and I just took a couple chips out of it, accidentally hitting the dirt like a dummy, and took out a whetstone, sharpened it right up, and came right back to razor sharp. It's a great axe. So I'm going to go, and I think today I'm going to fall in a dead standing birch that's down there that still has good wood, way down in the woods, down over into the gully. I haven't really showed you the property yet. Let's go down this trail. Got the spray paint out because I'm marking the few trees that I am going to cut out. I'm trying to cut out a lot of the leaf trees here, because the pine trees are what's really native in Maine, and I'd like it to be mostly pine trees on the property when I'm done. So I don't know if you can see, there's a hill right there that kind of you go down. So I guess we can kind of go down, but I don't have the trail broken yet. Here's the beginning of it. So this is the trail that I'm making. It goes down, and then there's a swamp area over here. Beavers in there. I've seen goose and duck land in there. there's 2 holes here. 1 hole here and 1 hole here. And I don't know, I think that they're rabbits, but they may be, that's a lot of dirt for a rabbit to kick out. I think it's actually porcupines that are living in there, but they haven't come out since I've been here. So we go down the trail, Oh, that was a blue jay. We can go that way. And that's where the tree is, the standing dead tree I'm going to cut. But over here, if you can see, there's water. And this is like a swamp overrun. I don't know, it kind of dries out during the summer, most of it. But there is a lot of wildlife hanging out around here. Definitely seen a lot of wildlife already. Sign of moose, and I haven't seen it yet, but there's definitely lots of sign. Squirrels, porcupine, rabbits, partridge. And if you go over there, follow that trail I'm trying to make over here, where there's gonna be there's a river over there, Shepherd River, and it's pretty big. It's overflowing right now, so it's really big. I could easily take my canoe all the way to the main river from here. But yeah. April 20th, 2014. Happy Easter, everybody. 420. Happy everybody. You would never believe it, but this is night number 2. I just caught some footage on my crappy phone of the foxes, but those holes that I thought were porcupine holes earlier that I showed you guys are fox family, and there's like 3 or 4 little cubs that are little teeny foxes and mom, and I came up on them, and I should have just stayed where I was and watched them for a while because they had no idea I was there. But then mom saw me, howled, and made them go into right back in the den, and the mom ran off. She's somewhere out here in the woods hiding from me. But yeah, I'll sneak up on them later or tomorrow and get some good footage of them. Alright, bye. April 21st, 2014, DEECEE's Adventures 2014. This is day 3. Just saw the mama fox running down the tracks looking for some meat, I imagine. Baby's all tucked up in the hole over there. Hopefully at dusk I'll sneak over there with the camera and get them all coming out and playing, and hopefully I'll get some good footage of that. But this is what camp looks like still. I'm in this tent, and got a Tupperware container I keep all my food in, and I got a cot with a couple foam pads, and I got a down sleeping bag in my pack, because it has been getting down to like 30 degrees at night, and I'm definitely glad I brought my winter sleeping bag, because it is cold. Walked down the tracks to the store today, and it's only about a half a mile away, a little convenience store, and they sell pizza and stuff, and I got some kibasas to cook on the fire today. Who knows how long they've been in the freezer over at that convenience store, but I'm sure they'll be fine, hopefully. Cook some rice with them, and got some butter, and make rice a little bit more appealing, and mashed potatoes a little more appealing with the butter on it. And it's been cold enough at night that if I keep them in the water all day, the water gets down to freezing at night, and should be good refrigeration. So yeah, this is day 3, 2014 off the grid experiment. I will have my iPad with me the whole entire time. Obviously, that's what I'll be doing most of these videos with. I bought a Anker solar panel, a fold-out 14-watt solar panel charger that charges this and my phone at the same time in direct sunlight. And I also bought a PowerAd 10,000 megahertz charger, which charges enough. It can charge my phone 4 times, and it can charge this tablet 1 whole time. And that also has a solar panel in it, so the onboard battery will charge anytime it's in direct sunlight. And if I hook that up to the Anker, it'll charge in 3 hours. and then you have power at night. So between those two solar additions, I should be able to charge everything that I use on a day-to-day basis, and I could even run a small light off of that battery pack if I wanted to at night. But I'll just stick to candles for now. Candles do just great, and I use my headlamp, of course. So, yep, day 3 is going good. I'll keep you posted. As you can see right in front of me is a bench I've started making. I have to go and cut the 2 bottom pieces for this. And I should have a bench there in front of the fire next time you see it. Alright, well, take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. April 22nd, 2014. How's everybody doing today? So, good morning. It's like 8:30 in the morning. Sun is coming up in the east. And we're here in Maine. Tried making a chair, but I used some plastic ties that were too small. Couldn't hold me. Broke immediately. The bench is coming along. The cot bench. It's gonna have three planks on it, so when someone's here and they don't have a tent, they can use it as a platform to sleep on. And it's also gonna be where everybody sits by the fire. So temporary camp is holding up pretty good. I do wish that all these trees would grow in the leaves so then I couldn't see these neighbors. Because right now I can see a couple neighbors are pretty close to me here. And I really would like it if those trees grew in. But today I'm going to go over to the old lady who is allowing me to use her land to access mine. She's my neighbor. She owns the piece of property I thought was mine. And I'm going to go and cut down some sumac plants for her because she says she's allergic to them, and there's a whole crap load of them growing out of her yard. Trying to tap a couple trees, got a birch tree tapped and has some good flow, and this maple tree is not flowing anything anymore. I missed it. It got too warm yesterday. But well, I did put a little piece of sausage out, and it looks like the foxes didn't care to eat it. I don't know, it doesn't look like they even came out of the hole last night. I didn't really hear them either. I was hoping to see all these baby foxes again, but maybe the mother knows that I'm out here now and she's not going to let them come out, but eventually they'll get big enough that they'll be curious and they'll come out. And I'll get to see them a little bit. So the 2 foxholes is right next to this giant sinkhole. I don't know if you can see this, but this property I have has this big old sinkhole here. Or something, I don't know. Maybe they were taking sand from here for something else. It's really weird. 2 foxholes there. It does look like they were in and out of it a little bit last night, maybe. Oh, good morning. I think this is day 4. And